Hello, I'm Henry Oswago and this is my CSE 341 Contacts API Part 2. Today, I will demonstrate a complete REST API for contact management with full CRUD operations, Swagger documentation, and MongoDB integration. Here you can see my recently deployed API on Render, and here you can find my live endpoint. By clicking on this particular live endpoint, you can see the print message telling us our database is connected, the description, the version, and those particular information we are interested in, like the post, put, delete contact, and create contact. They are all up and working. Now, I would like us to, go around and check our MongoDB dashboard. Now, going to our MongoDB, you can see here all the required collections. Here, you have the ID, which involves an alphanumeric informations, the first name, the last name, email, favorite color, and birthday. So we have another contact here with the ID, the first name. That is just the way we are going to arrange our information. So let's also go to our VS Code. Now, looking through our VS Code, it follows a proper MVC architecture. As required for this particular course, each folders have been separated according to their collections of what consigns. Now we have the configuration as a folder, the models. We have also the routes folders. So they have all been separated and organized properly. Let's go to our Swagger documentation. Now in our Swagger, this is the interface of our Swagger documentation. So here you can see 5 required endpoint documentation. 5 required. We have the post, the get, the put, the delete, and get contact by ID. So let's demonstrate the post first of all by creating a new contact. I will create a drop down and click on try it out. Now let's change this John to Emily, and the last name to Jane. Then the email address will be emily.jane at example. Her favorite color should be red, and let's give her date of birth as 1. Then we click on execute. Now you can see the response, success. The contact was created successfully. So that's the way we create contacts using the post endpoint. Now let's try the get all contacts to retrieve all the contacts. Now we scroll back up to our get all contact. You click on get all, you say try it out, and execute. Now scrolling, you can see Emily Jane with her favorite color red and her date of birth 1991 as imputed in our post get contacts. Now let's try the next endpoint using the get contact by ID. Let's assume I'm interested in Mike Johnson from this our contact. I will copy his ID. I'll copy his ID. I'll copy this ID, press copy, and scroll up and scroll to our get contact by ID. Then you can see our MongoDB contact ID, strange path, telling us to put this in this particular namespace. Now I will put it here and paste, then click on execute. You can see our response message success. It has actually gotten our contact Mike Johnson. Success message true. Date of birth 1992. Now this is the way we can actually retrieve contact by ID. Now we can also try another one by updating a contact. Now I can go to this place, scroll up, click on the put, then now you can see here this particular lady here, Jen Smith. I will now click on try it out. I would like to update Jen Smith's information using this particular ID. Now this ID previously belongs to John, who recently Mike John, who recently viewed his information. Now I will execute. Now Jen Smith, look at the success message. Now you can see that John Smith now have what? John Mike information. So look at the ID here, the red, the date of birth 1992, just like that of Mike was John. Now we now have the last endpoint, the delete. So we come to the delete contact. We can actually delete contacts by ID. Since I have merged Emily's Jen's contact with Mike's contact, I can actually delete one of them by using the ID. Now using my MongoDB contact ID, I will click on try it out, then paste the link and execute. Now deleted, so contact deleted successfully. Now this shows that all of my Swagger endpoints and documentations are working properly. So there are sometimes we can also show the error handling demonstration. Now sometimes let's assume that I was trying to fetch an information. Let's go back to a put endpoint. Let's say I'm trying to fetch an information, a put. So now this one doesn't have a first name. I will remove this first name, deleting this first name, having only last name Jane. Now let's execute. I click on execute. Now you can see the error message, false. All fields required, first name, last name, email, favorite color and date. So there is a missing field required. So this is an error message I get when I try retrieving an incomplete information. So looking at my Swagger schema section, you can see that the complete contact model with all 5 required fields marked with asterisk. Now here you can see that here they are all marked with what? Asterisk. These are what we need for our schema to work properly. So in summary, this contact API documentations, all 5 CrewPoint endpoints, fully functional, proper Swagger documentations at my API docs, proper MVC architecture with separated consigns. We have a secure configuration with environmental variables, MongoDB integrations with complete data validations, and a successful deployment on Render. Thank you for watching.